Rhino John McCain cooks up new Daca bill with no wall funding. Trump kills it with 3 words. By Dan Lindsay, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. Rhino Senator John McCain just cooked up a new Daca bill with no border wall funding. Now McCain's bill needs a burial plot and ceremony after President Donald Trump just killed it with 3 words. John McCain is back in the political meth lab cooking up a new batch of liberal stupidity that is sure to piss off millions of American patriots who are waiting for President Trump to build a wall. According to the Daily Caller, the new Daca bill has been nicknamed the Mccain Daca fix. However, once you see what's in the bill, you'll understand why Trump has taken a zero-tolerance policy on it. The new bill is a joint effort between McCain and Senator Chris Coons that they are peddling as a fix for the Obama-era Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals DACA program. McCain and Coons reportedly announced the bill on Monday, February 5th, 2018, which gives approximately 800,000 illegal aliens a pathway to citizenship. Most notably, McCain's DACA fix does not include any funding for Trump's border wall or any other increased border security funding. Laughably, the bill will also require an extensive, long and drawn-out study to determine what border security measures are necessary, if any. Don't make me laugh, McCain. Whatever McCain is smoking is having a serious effect on his ability to understand one thing. Trump sums up in 3 brutal words: waste of time. Any deal on DACA that does not include strong border security and the desperately needed wall is a total waste of time. March 5th is rapidly approaching and the Dems seem not to care about DACA. Make a deal? Trump tweeted as he took to Twitter on Monday, February 5th, 2018, as news of McCain's DACA fix surfaced. Any deal on DACA that does not include strong border security and the desperately needed wall is a total waste of time. March 5th is rapidly approaching and the Dems seem not to care about DACA. Make a deal. I could not agree more with our brilliant president. McCain and his fix are nothing more than a recipe for disaster. If there is no funding for the border wall, there is no point in wasting any time debating the subject. In all honesty, McCain has to understand to some degree that he is simply posturing with this crap or trying to delay legislation that actually has a chance of getting signed into law. John McCain released a statement in regard to his new bill. For months, I have been calling on my colleagues to complete a bipartisan budget agreement to lift the caps on defense spending and fully fund the military, he said in the statement. While reaching a deal cannot come soon enough for America's service members, the current political reality demands bipartisan cooperation to address the impending expiration of the DACA program and secure the southern border. How's he going to say? He's talking about we'll see if we need it. Now he's talking about to secure the southern border. He said he wasn't, he says well, they're going to discuss it. You gotta be kidding. What is so misleading about McCain's statement is that he doesn't want to secure the southern border. Correct, that's what I was saying. And would rather see it patrolled by an underfunded and powerless U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agency. Oddly enough, that is exactly how McCain's buddy Barack Obama ran things to ensure a constant flow of illegal immigrants into our country during his time in office. President Donald Trump is asking Congress for approximately $25 billion to build the border wall, which would span nearly 700 miles of the southern U.S.-Mexico border. The president has been very clear from day one that border wall funding is one of his primary demands and must be part of any immigration bill that comes to his desk. Thank God Trump is sticking to his guns on behalf of Americans who, while hacks like Mccain push this nonsense in Congress. Mccain's bill would likely exceed Trump's proposal that provides 1.8 million young illegal immigrants legal pathways to citizenship. In addition, the new bill would provide legal protections and a pathway to citizenship for young illegal immigrants who have been in the U.S. since December 31st, 2013. A huge part of the argument for House and Senate Republicans is the issue of chain migration. While some GOP members are willing to grant legal protections for the 620,000 to 800,000 Daca recipients, many refuse to extend legal status or pathway to citizenship for their extended family members. Trump has already proposed limiting those privileges to a spouse or child. John McCain's bill does include an annual $110 million grant for 5 years to help improve cooperation between federal, state, and local enforcement agencies, but in reality that is a sham. With the number of local law enforcement agencies being forced to shut their doors to immigration and custom enforcement officers, more funding won't have any significant impact on the relationship. Daca plan, McCain versus Trump.
Taking to come up with an immigration plan that protects DACA recipients, and we are now learning that our Senator John McCain thinks he has a solution, but there is a catch to this. It doesn't include money for the border wall. Noah Lonnegraaff joining us live this morning. And no, hey, this is a major sticking point that could really make or break this proposal.
It certainly could, Danielle. President Trump has already said he would endorse a plan if it includes funding for a wall, even though he hasn't chosen a design if we're talking about bricks or bars. Senator McCain doesn't seem to be scrapping the idea, but he is calling for a study first to identify what the security needs are at the border. So his plan, his legislation, would provide a path to citizenship for dreamers who've been here since 2013. That's far more than the president outlined in his 4 pillars of immigration. He was offering citizenship for 1.8 million people over a span of 12 years. He also wants to end the visa lottery as well as chain migration. And one of his leading pillars is securing the border with a wall.
Crucially, our plan closes the terrible loopholes exploited by criminals and terrorists to enter our country, and it finally ends the horrible and dangerous practice of catch and release.
Now, there's a tight timeline at play here. A budget plan has to be reached by Thursday to avoid a government shutdown, and some senators have said, no DACA, no deal. Dan and Danielle?
All right, thank you, Nohe, for that.
Well, I wouldn't agree to that deal either. President Donald Trump has put lawmakers on notice that they have until March 5th, 2018 to produce a viable option for the DACA program. McCain's fix, quote, does not fall into that category and is pretty much dead on arrival. If John McCain really wanted to make a positive impact on our country, he would resign and never be heard from again. Yeah, I say, when is he going to croak? That's what I say. Enough is enough. But they, you know what they're doing? They're actually putting, McCain is threatening Trump with cutting off the funding for the military. You see what's going on? He wants his way, or he wants to disgrace Trump to the military. So Trump would cave because the military is expecting to get paid. But in the meantime, you have to give up your country. And I don't even think the military is going to do that. Do you see what I'm saying? I think the military would tell Trump, let him play games. Let's see how they hold up. Because start deporting all the DACA people. You see what I'm saying? That's all. I think we could last much better than the left could last, you know? Once you start the deportation process, let the immigrants go after the Democrats. Exactly what they did. Trump is not going to cave to this. And this is why McCain came out of the grave to come up and attack our country before he croaks, you see? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.